Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to a very special audio review I'm going to be doing today. And this is one for New Japan Pro Wrestling, the Summer Struggle, which has been a very appropriate title, especially with everything going on right now in Jingu Stadium. Obviously, they've been on the Summer Struggle tour since the beginning of August, and this is the final stop for the Summer Struggle, and it ends off in Jingu Stadium. This is a baseball field they're doing it in. This is the first time they've done it in over 21 years, since back in 1999. I even looked it up since they had it posted on New Japan World. This is when NWO Japan was still around, and people like Masahiro Chono, who else on the card? What current people you probably still see on here right now, like Tenzan or Nagata and whatnot, but Liger's on the show. I think Scott Norton. Go check it out. It's actually an interesting look. But yes, 21 years since they've done an event like this. One thing I can say from watching the show, I'm glad they finally got English commentary on here. And yes, they've had English commentary, but it's almost like you have to wait a day or two now before you could actually watch that show with English commentary. This was actually live, and they had English commentary for the show as it played. Now, I didn't watch it live, the night before and everything, because it came on really late. I just kind of got up this morning, and I watched the show from there. And I, like I said before, yeah, they had English commentary with Kevin Kelly and Chris Charlton. Obviously, they were in different locations and whatnot. I know Kevin Kelly's still in America because he's doing that New Japan Strong show right now. They got on every Friday night. Chris Charlton, I haven't really known, but I just know, I guess they got him somewhere. Maybe he's in Japan. I'm not really sure. I just know they're doing a show and having English commentary for it, so that is good. But like I said, a lot of titles on the line. Big show, I should say. Very big show. Like I said, this is a baseball field at half capacity, though. Let me say that. Everyone's wearing masks, social distancing and whatnot. I guess they found a way to do this. I guess we're keeping people safe. And, like I've said before, it is an outdoor venue. It's a big baseball field. So, I guess they made this work. I'm not sure if New Japan started putting in crowd cheers now. Well, piping in the crowd cheers, because I noticed it the other day when I started watching the show, and I said, did they pipe in crowd noise or something? Because I think everybody can only just clap their hands and they can't really yell, so they added some more noise for the atmosphere. So I just noticed that while for the past few days now, and on this show right here, if they've been piping in crowd noise, and I believe they have. So I don't know about that, but we'll see how that keeps going, though. But well, like I said, a lot of titles on the line. A lot of matches on this show, too. I think about 6 of them. So, with the build-up, finally ending here and everything, what do we have today or tonight or however you're watching this for Jingu Stadium? We kick it off, though, with Master Wato versus Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Listen, it's nothing much I can say from this. The match was okay, all right. Master Wato, they're trying to get him over, and I know they got Tenzan basically being his manager out there. I'm actually waiting for either Tenzan to turn on him or Wato's going to turn on him. That's what looked like what's going to happen here. It ended up with Kanemaru getting a big roll-up out of nowhere and everything after Wato's about to set up for his finisher. But, yeah, Kanemaru rolled him up and won, so it's not much I can really say from this. It was just kind of whatever. Wato, I think they're just trying to get him over right now. So I still think the guy, I've said in my Dominion review, it's like people say he almost looks like a Smurf or something out there. And how is he a master and everything? He's the Grand Master. So why does he need like a manager or anything if he's the Grand Master of everything? Like, you should just immediately put this guy going for the world title then if he's the Grand Master Wato and whatnot. So I'm not sure where they're going with it, but we'll see if they can still get this over. Now, next is Okada's idea right here. The first ever KOPW 2020 final. And this is a title or what's a trophy you gotta win, but Okada made this all up, okay? This is all Okada's planning. And I heard this about a few weeks ago when he created this new title, the KOPW title. Now, going into this match, apparently you could pick your own stipulations. Listen, I don't remember all the rules Okada said because it's kind of very complicated. And Fatal 4-Ways, they've never really done that much in Japan before, okay? But the reason how all these guys even got into this match, Desperado, Yano, Sonata, and Okada won a 3-on-1. Desperado got in from if you use your finisher, you lose match. I think Yano's was just a regular match with Bushi, and Sonata and Sho was a submission match. So it's almost like this different type of stipulations, Okada says you create the stipulations last time I checked. And now this ends up in a fatal 4-way. So if you want to go check out the rules, go check them because I don't have them all in front of me. But this is Okada's new idea. And you don't win the title. You win this trophy. And that's how you're going to defend it. And you can pick this both you and your opponent can work on picking a stipulation. And then there's like a fan vote and everything. So I don't know. It's still very strange to me and how to figure this whole KOPW thing title out. But this was a fatal 4-way match, and it's very rare they do any type of fatal 4-way matches in New Japan. Listen, this match barely went 10 minutes. It was actually going okay at first, but what was it? I think it was when Okada had the money clip onto, Desperado and everything, and Desperado had got the referee and knocked him. He still couldn't get out of the money clip from Okada. Next thing you know, Toru Yano came in, low-blowed Okada, rolled him up, and won this KOPW trophy. And, he disinfected the belt. One thing that's crazy from this is that Toru Yano pinned Okada. I want you to think about that. Toru Yano pinned Okada. That's very crazy. Because even the commentators like, this man just pinned a multiple-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Which, I don't know what to say about that. That like Yano pinned Okada, and I'm like, okay. Which, listen, I would have even expected Okada to win this. But then again, he created the whole thing, but some people think he'd be putting himself over. I would have expected Sonata to win. Like I said, I'm still trying to understand this whole KOPW title thing going on and whatnot. So I'm trying to figure out. And I don't know if Yano being the first one to win is going to help. Because if we're trying to take this thing seriously, Yano's more of a comedy guy out there. So why should we even care about it? I would have had Sonata at least win, or Desperado, someone that could have used it to, elevate this whole little KOPW thing that's going on right now. So, I'm still trying to understand the rules to this and how this works. And it's a trophy. It's not a title. So, I don't know. But having Yano go over, especially Okada there, which, I've said it before about Okada. They want to keep him away from the main event scene for a minute now, which they're finding different things for Okada to do. And listen, I know all the talent's not back here right now due to the pandemic and everything, but they've kept him busy. They don't want him near the title right now, because I'm sure everybody would say that's almost like a fail-safe plan to get Okada back in the main event picture. So they're trying to find different things for him to do, like this KOPW thing. But I don't know, man. I'm still trying to figure out. I don't think having Yano win is gonna help. Like I said, this match barely even went 10 minutes out there. It was like 7 minutes. So it's just strange. Yano pinned Okada. Think about that. Next, though, that's when the title started going on the line. Never Openweight Championship. Shingo Takagi, Minoru Suzuki. Listen, if you want to see a brawl, if you want to see a fight, if you want to see two guys kicking the living dog shit out of each other, this is your match to see. If I've said anything about the Never Openweight Championship before, I've said that this is a belt that, which who can hit who the hardest. And these guys beat the hell out of each other out here, okay? The stuff they did was just insane. Just from Shingo hitting pumping bombers, the multiple punches and slaps, Suzuki with his, slap combo and everything, but Takagi in with a big right hand, which I feel like his eye was starting to swell up then, and whatnot. After he did like a pumping bomber, I know he went for the made in Japan and somewhat got it. He tried to go for the Last of the Dragon, but Suzuki got out of it. Multiple headbutts to the back of Shingo's head, which Shingo was down. He started pretty much putting him with multiple strikes then. And then, he had him more into the rear naked choke, but Shingo was still trying to get out of it. And they started pretty much reversing finishes then. Right after, multiple more headbutts still going back and forth. Like I said, you could see his head almost, swelling up and whatnot. But Suzuki put him back into the rear naked choke, tried to put him to sleep, but settled for the Gotch-style power driver, which he kind of looked up, I guess, through his mentor, Carl Gotch and whatnot. So, I think he's one of the people that trained Suzuki. So, I had noticed that at the end, and he hit the Gotch-style power driver, becoming the new Never Openweight champion. I did not really expect that. I actually thought Shingo was going to go over since, he's been holding that title since, back in February and everything, back at the New Beginning. Shingo, I think some of his opponents were, good for that time being when he was never openweight champion, but this one with Suzuki here was just a fucking fight. It was a brawl. It was both these guys kicking each other's asses. I didn't really expect Suzuki to win, but I'm not mad at that decision all the way at the same time either. It was just surprising. I didn't really think he was going to go over. I didn't expect that. I'm like, shit, these guys beat the hell out of each other, but I didn't really expect Suzuki to beat Shingo right there, but that was insane. That was a definitely insane match, and I recommend going back to look at that. Next, though, we got the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship on the line. Hiromu Takahashi versus Taiji Ishimori. Story is that, Hiromu's shoulder is still hurt due to, Bullet Club attacking it several times and Ishimori making it worse. This was still a great match in general between both of these guys. Last time these two even faced each other in a one-on-one match was the Best of the Super Juniors a couple of years ago. Best of Super Juniors 25 and Hiromu won. But this match was really good. Really good to watch, I will say. Like I said, it's for the Junior Heavyweight title. So it was really good. Like I said, Ishimori focusing more on to Hiromu's bad arm and shoulder and everything. Hiromu was able to come back from this, pretty much trying to go for the time bomb and whatnot. Tried to even go for a reverse time bomb. He did. He did a reverse time bomb, but like I said, Ishimori was still able to get out of it. Which he hit one time bomb and then he went for time bomb 2. But Ishimori pretty much stopped them, and he hit him with a reverse bloody cross stand right after. He didn't put going for his legs. Did not work. Ishimori pretty much tried to put him more into submissions and everything until he actually got him more into the crossface. Which I thought he did a raw Hurricane Run into that crossface that looked pretty cool too. And he was able to hold in on Hiromu's bad arm and shoulder, pretty much making him tap out. So something I somewhat expected and didn't expect at the same time. Actually, Hiromu was going to go over him, but like I said, they focused more on his knee and everything. So gives him an out. I'll say focus on his knee, gives him an out. Where am I going? Gives him an out and everything. But when I say knee, I mean going for his shoulder and whatnot. That's what it is. I've said going for his knee. I mean go for his shoulder. Ishimori did. But that was smart to do. I don't know if it's going to be a rematch between these two or whatnot, but this was still a great match at the same time also. I recommend going back to look at it. But yeah, I can't believe I said leg right there. But yeah, new junior heavyweight champion LIJ losing a lot of belts tonight here, people. Losing 2 in a row, I should say. Never openweight belt, junior heavyweight title. So Bullet Club gains title right here, but overall a really good match between both Ishimori and Hiromu out there. So yeah, new junior heavyweight champion. Next, though, we get the tag team titles on the line. The Golden Aces, Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kota Ibushi, who had a bit of a more of a remix theme to their song. Theme songs kind of mix them together to sound like one to go against Dangerous Tekkers, Suzuki-gun, Taichi, and Zack Sabre Jr. This was a really good match. Honestly, I was kind of surprised by the finish of this match, too. This was good. This was basically a rematch from Dominion when Dangerous Tekkers won the tag team titles. And, I almost kind of expected Tanahashi and Ibushi to go over here. I really did, because everything was going. I kind of expected it. They were focused on Zack's bad leg, kind of how they focused on Tana's bad leg back at Dominion and everything. Like I said, when Ibushi pretty much cleared out the ring and whatnot. Basically, Tanahashi was going to go for the win right there, because, Ibushi took out Taichi. Tana hit the high fly flow onto Zack Sabre Jr. then while he was standing. He went for a second one, but Zack Sabre Jr. crawled out of the way. Tanahashi hit the floor. Taichi came in. They basically hit the, what do they call it, the Zack, I know it's the Zack driver, they call it the Zack Mephisto or Mephisto driver. Basically, it's a combo of both their finishers onto Tanahashi. Ibushi tried to break up the pin, but Taichi stopped them, and Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi ended up retaining the tag belts. This is a very good match. I recommend going back for it. A lot was going on. I actually thought they were going to, change the titles again, but they haven't, because the tag titles have changed a lot in this year alone for New Japan, going all the way back to Wrestle Kingdom, from Finjuice beating G.O.D., then G.O.D. gaining the belts back in about, 2-3 weeks, and then maybe like another few weeks later, that's when Tana and Ibushi end up getting the belts. Then the pandemic happened, and then Dominion, there were new champions, so I guess we're not going to change the tag team titles again here. But the one thing to look for, which has been kind of building up for multiple weeks now, is Ibushi looking at Tanahashi, which I actually expected the heel turn to actually happen right here, because Ibushi just looked at him in disappointment, because Tana took the pinfall again, but Ibushi still helped Tana out of there. I actually expect him to turn on him right there. I was waiting for a kick. I was waiting for something. I'm not saying Ibushi was going to sit there and turn when I turned, but ended up joining Suzuki-gun and whatnot. But I kind of expected Ibushi to may turn on him and go on his own after that. So that right there, that was kind of like the biggest intriguing part. Will Ibushi turn on Tanahashi? Because it's been looking like, if you even look at the post comments and everything, Ibushi just kind of walked off from him. They were starting to be resilient and kind of be as a team again. But now I look at this and another loss. Will Ibushi turn on Tanahashi? We shall see. But I was kind of expecting it to happen. But in the main event, though, double title on the line, IWGP Heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental Championship. Evil versus Tetsuya Naito. Main event here with about 26 minutes, I believe. Great match, really good match, I should say, between both of these two. Like I said, ever since Dominion and the surprise win from Evil and Bullet Club. Of course, he had Dick Togo out there with him. If it's one thing I could say about this match, like I said, it's a lot of heel tactic shit going on with here, especially with Dick Togo getting involved in the match several times with Naito and Evil out there. Like I said, I will say something cool. I know when they did this whole baseball stadium thing, it's starting off in the daylight, but like before we kind of literally got into the main event, that's when the nighttime sky happened. It looked really cool. Like I said, it's not a lot of fans out there, but once you get to the night, visually it looks really good. Both of these guys' interests, because they came from, like, everybody came from the dugout and they had like either pyro, well, not pyro, but a little pyro and everything, like just, or smoke popping up, flying. So that's something to take from there. But like I said, Togo was getting involved throughout a lot of this match until the ref was down. After Evil knocked him down, Bushi ended up coming out, making a save then onto Togo. Next after that, Gato came out, pretty much taking out Bushi. Sonata hit the ring then, pretty much stopping Evil with a chair, pretty much drop kicking him to the ground and TKOing, I think he TKO'd Togo out there then right after that. Like I said, LIJ was able to pretty much clear Bullet Club away just to leave Evil and Naito out there. Evil was able to get a low blow on Naito, but Naito still kicked out. He tried to go for the everything is evil. We got a multiple accounts of reversals then, which one bad botch. I don't know what Naito was going for, but it didn't look good. But as the match went on, Evil tried to go for the low blow again, but Naito stopped him, grabbed his arm, pretty much elbowed him then. He hit Valentia on him, and then he hit One Destino for the win. So Naito has regained the double championship again. He is the double champ again. So I guess I should say all is right in the world or whatnot, which gives me now a little bit time to go a little bit off topic. So since Naito is the champion, I could go back and gloat to motherfuckers that this man is the champ again. Hey, maybe number 5 in the PWI 500, but hey, I'm not mad at that the double champ is back. And there is one person out there I should be calling out about this. So hey, if you're listening to this, you stupid son of a bitch, guess who's the double champion again, motherfucker? You owe me now. All right, I won the bet. So, boom. Stupid idiot. He knows who he is. He knows he is, you bald-headed bastard. But yeah, that's just a little bit of a call out there, a little bit of a payback shot if you want to go with that. So, yeah, I want to bet here. But Naito celebrated. Of course, he did his post-match promo. Like I said, he did the roll call and everything. It's a little odd not starting off with Evil, and you got to start off with Bushi now. But once he did that, he had fireworks in the air into the sky. A cool shot, like I say, him posing and the fireworks in the background. So yes, he is the double champion again, which, I look at Evil's run, which he had the belt for a month, 6 weeks and everything. Some would say, well, there's the point of this. Then again, was it really much of a point of taking the belts off of Naito to begin with? Not really. Like I said, I know New Japan had to change it up and do something because, like I said before, we're working on a half limited roster here. So I guess they had to create a new star, like I said before, and it was Evil. Like I said, him turning on LIJ, joining Bullet Club. Like I said, the heel turn thing, that was good, alright? The heel turn was good. But when Evil won the belts, that just really shocked the hell out of me. And I said Naito's whole run was some bullshit, basically. But then again, that's not his fault all the way, because that was just because of the pandemic. And New Japan had to sit out for a few months. And he only had, one title defense during that time, and that was against Kenta. Like I said, until Dominion and everything. So it was shocking from that. Like I said, was it really a point of taking the belts off him? Not really. I don't know if it was the best idea, but they had to make Evil look really good, especially to get one over on Naito by having him, betray him and win both the belts and everything. So that was surprising. I don't know where they go on from here. Like I said, I'm not mad Naito won the belts back. I don't think he really should have lost it, but they had to make Evil into a star at the same time from this. But I kind of figured Naito was going to win just because it's in a baseball stadium and whatnot. But as I said before, yeah, not mad at this decision right here. It's just, like I said, just kind of questioning should the belt been over on Evil to begin with if he was going to lose that fast and everything. But Naito, I think it was going to regain it back regardless when it was coming to this show. Okay, so overall, this was a really good, like I said, New Japan show. It wasn't even that long too. It was only 2.5 hours. Usually these big title pay-per-view events go on for a while, but this was not bad. Like I said, open venue. I know you can't really hear the crowd well. I still think a lot of that was still some piped in cheers. You can mostly just hear them clapping most of the time. But this was not a bad show, and I think it did really good, and it still looked cool at the same time. We got 3 title changes tonight, so that is pretty big move right there. I will say that. Now, I think the next event that will be coming into New Japan, was the next month? The G1 is supposed to be coming back. I think it's next month. I don't know how that's about to work. I'm surprised even supposed to be a G1 still happening, which was gonna happen in the fall anyways, but due to the Tokyo Olympics getting canceled, because usually the G1 happens in the summer, but that didn't happen. We had the summer struggle, and the pandemic pretty much screwed everything. So I don't know how the G1's gonna work. I don't know who else they're gonna put in. Like I said, you don't have half the roster, and I don't know if you can bring in the people like I said. I know they try to bring in a lot of people from different promotions into the G1, like Ring of Honor or somewhere else. Like I said, when it comes to G1, they pretty much try to call in everybody, all the all-stars and whatnot into this. So I'm not sure how the G1 will work this year. And, one other thing with New Japan, like I said, I was just glad to hear it was English commentary as soon as this show even popped up instead of waiting another day or two for it, because I don't know why it took long, to actually get English commentary, especially live during the show, but I'm sure they probably had to have the people do this at the same time, because America and, Japan time is two different time zones, and, it's daytime over there, but the event starts at night over here, so I'm sure they have to figure something out for that. I don't know if they will have more English commentary live for the shows coming next, so I don't know what to expect from that, but hopefully they are able to work this again like they did for the Summer Struggle show, because when Dominion came back, okay, it was kind of odd. There was no English commentary, but like I said, we can't even get the English commentators over there, so they have to find a way to do it remotely, and they made it work. They really did make it work, so hopefully it'll be more of that in the future by the time New Japan's next show ends up happening, because most of these shows, even if it did have English commentary, it was just Kevin Kelly doing it by himself, but I think they added Rocky, and I think Charlton later on, like I said, was just doing remote from wherever they lived at, from their homes and everything. So we'll see what happens next, whenever the next, I think it's like next week or two the next New Japan event is. So I think the G1 is coming soon, so watch out for that. But like I said, Summer Struggle, pretty fun show. I enjoyed it. There was still some great matches. Like I said, the Never Openweight match, those guys, Shingo and Suzuki, beat the living dog crap out of each other. Main event was really good. Like the Junior Heavyweight title match. Ibushi may be turning on Tanahashi, so watch out for that. The KOPW thing, I'm not sure still all the way, but hey, this is Okada's idea, and again, it's still strange watching Yano beat Okada in under 7 minutes. I know it's a fatal 4-way, but very just strange words saying that. So, like I said, the show was pretty good, so I recommend checking it out if you get the chance for the Summer Struggle in Jingu Stadium. Okay, so other than that, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodandKnight890. I'm out of here. See you guys later. Peace. We will be back for a Payback review tomorrow night. Okay, so I'm out. Done. Peace. 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 Peace.